What's up guys, brace yourself. The Galaxy S20 family is coming and it's coming with some more exciting stuff. We just got to know some even more details compared to what we already know. The spec sheet of all the Galaxy S20 models are looking insane, especially the Ultra model. I mean, it is just absolutely ridiculous. There are so many upgrades this time around, but by far the biggest upgrade, as I said before, is definitely the camera. When the Google Pixel 4 was announced, one of the big exciting features with the phone was the astrophotography. The images out of that camera was just so hard to believe. I mean, it looked so good. Samsung knows this, and well, they are definitely bringing something really big regarding the low light photography and astrophotography, or you can say night mode in general. So Samsung has filed the new trademark for the term called Super ISO. If you look at the current Galaxy S10 family, they have the ISO range up to 3200, which was just unlocked with the One UI 2.0 update. Same goes for the Galaxy Note 10 model because these have the same kind of camera almost. But phones from other companies such as Sony with their Xperia 1, they had the maximum ISO range of 128,000, whereas Huawei is on a completely insane level, as it was flexed multiple times at the launch event how great it is compared to the iPhone XS Max and the S10. So Samsung is bringing something big with its ISO performance. We're not sure what exactly the number will be, but depending on the names that Samsung is currently using, like 100x space zoom and Super ISO, it could actually be very high. Most likely Samsung will allow us to control the ISO and take it to some extreme levels in the Pro mode when it is required. Other than that, the increase in ISO will definitely bring some better exposed photos in low light situations. Because of the increase in the pixel size and the image sensor getting bigger, we're gonna get more detail as well. And perhaps with the combination of AI and software, Samsung can actually bring some legit killer improvement to its astrophotography performance. Also in the news, the UFS 3.1 is now officially announced and it is expected to be inside the Galaxy S20 family. It's bringing improvements in speed as well as power efficiency for flash storage chips, so in daily day-to-day performance, especially opening apps, it could actually be faster than the previous UFS 3.0. Now the difference is not that huge compared to the UFS 2.1, but it is still an improvement. It's not confirmed whether we're gonna see it on the Galaxy S20 family. Last time Samsung used the UFS 3.0 with the Galaxy Fold for the first time, and then the Galaxy Note 10 family, so we might see the Fold 2 or Galaxy Note 20 with this one. Most likely OnePlus will be adopting this with their OnePlus 8 family, as they have done last year with the OnePlus 7 series being one of the first phone with UFS 3.0, so they're definitely gonna be ahead. So I definitely think Samsung should go ahead and put this on the S20 family. Now there's a good news for people living in Korea. Samsung will actually be launching Qualcomm version of all the Galaxy S20 model there, so you will get Snapdragon 865 goodness. Same goes for United States, but in Europe, UK, and in some Asian markets, Samsung might actually go with Exynos 990 all the way. Personally, I would love to have both versions of the phone so that I can do some extensive testing. Again, it will be exciting to see what the actual distribution will be when Samsung officially announces the S20 family along with the Galaxy Z Flip on February 11th, 2020, live in San Francisco. Stay tuned for all the coverage, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.